50% of fruits and vegetables that are labeled organic in Thailand actually contain pesticides above the legal limit. For vegetables grown hydroponically, the figure is even higher at 63%. At this point, are fruits and vegetables even healthy to eat? We tend to think fruits and vegetables are healthy to eat, but we either don't know or forget how much disease-causing pesticides they contain. This may not be a problem unique to Thailand. These are the countries that consume the most pesticides per year, according to World Atlas. Even if you don't live anywhere on this list, you still might not be safe because 7 out of 10 of these countries are the world's top 25 food exporters.
So we were on a mission to find out a few things. Which fruits and vegetables are found to be the most toxic? Where's the safest place for you to buy your fruits and vegetables? Is it the farmer's market, the wet market, or the local supermarket? And lastly, can you test for these harmful chemicals at home, perhaps with a test kit? So our focus is on Thailand, where an NGO has just recently conducted extensive research on this topic.
In a recent food survey, the Thai Pesticides Alert Network, or ThaiPAN, carried out tests on 150 samples of 16 popular vegetables and fruits throughout Thailand. It found 76 types of insecticides and herbicides above the maximum residue limit. Maximum residue limit is a standard set for the highest amount of chemicals legally allowed in food sold. So, which vegetables are the most toxic? The results are represented by these colors. Green represents no pesticides found in the sample. Yellow indicates pesticides were found, while red indicates pesticides were found at levels exceeding the maximum residue limit. These are the top 5 common vegetables in Thailand found to have traces of pesticides. A staggering 9 out of 10 samples, or 90% of yard-long beans, something often found in papaya salad, and kale were found to have unsafe levels of pesticides. As for fruits, 70% of grapes and dragon fruits tested were found with unsafe levels of pesticides. The survey team tested many more fruits and vegetables, but all in all, it found that 46% of the samples contained pesticides above the maximum residue limit.
So how can we avoid these chemicals? Where's the safest place to be buying non-toxic fruits and vegetables?
Do supermarkets and other large retailers have higher standards when purchasing goods from suppliers? Or do wet markets and farmers markets typically contain less amounts of toxic fruits because farmers sell directly to these outlets and have fast enough turnover to not worry about using chemicals to increase the product's shelf life? Firstly, we must note that standard and certification labels on fruits and vegetables don't mean they are clean. According to ThaiPAN, 50% of fruits and vegetables labeled organic actually contain unsafe levels of pesticides. And more bad news. According to the survey's research, it doesn't matter where your produce is bought. There's a 40 to 60% chance you will encounter toxic chemicals. The problem, it seems, lies at the source, with the farmers, the suppliers. Therefore, we can't identify any retail outlets that will be significantly safer to purchase produce from than others. Here's what you should be very worried about. These pesticides and herbicides can be divided into many groups, but according to ThaiPAN, the kind found most frequently is paraquat. Paraquat is labeled as restricted by the US Environmental Protection Agency. It's banned in the European Union, and it is even being phased out in China. It's toxic to the human body, can cause cancer, and one sip can be fatal.
สำหรับในประเทศไทยเนี่ยถือว่าเป็นประเทศที่มีการใช้พาราควอตค่อนข้างสูงนะคะเรานำเข้าปีหนึ่งประมาณตีตัวเลขกลมๆก็ประมาณ30ล้านกิโลนะคะสาเหตุที่เกษตรกรยังนิยมใช้เนื่องจากว่าเป็นสารที่มีประสิทธิภาพสูงนะคะในการกำจัดวัชพืชฉีดพ่นไม่นานก็ตายนะคะแล้วก็ประกอบกับเรื่องของแรงงานด้วยนะคะที่ตอนนี้เราอาจจะขาดแคลนแรงงานในภาคเกษตรค่ะแล้วก็ประกอบกับราคาค่อนข้างถูก
So, is there a way that the everyday consumer can identify these chemicals at home?
Our team was told of a test kit that could identify specific harmful chemicals, so we decided to try it out.
We ordered a kit and got to work on 5 different fruits and vegetables. The test was conducted on an ordinary tabletop, much like a kitchen bench in normal conditions. Turns out the test kit isn't so simple. The testing process involves up to 20 steps, and it took our team 4 hours to conduct. After running the experiment twice, the test results were inconclusive. So it's not something you could be performing at home in a few minutes before cooking to check if your vegetables and fruits contain pesticides. So the simple test kit put to one side, what can the consumer do when it comes to all these nasty chemicals in our fruits and vegetables? Taipan's Brokshon has some helpful advice.
แน่นอนค่ะเรื่องแรกเบสิกที่ต้องทำคือเราต้องล้างใช่ไหมคะเมื่อซื้อผักผลไม้มาซึ่งมันก็มีวิธีที่แนะนำในการล้างอยู่นะคะมี3วิธีหลักๆก็คือล้างน้ำเปล่าล้างด้วยน้ำที่ผสมกับน้ำส้มสายชูหรือว่าเบกกิ้งโซดาแต่ว่าไม่มีวิธีไหนที่จะล้างสารพิษออกได้ 100% เนื่องจากสารพิษตกค้างส่วนใหญ่ที่เราพบเนี่ยเกิน 60% เป็นสารประเภทดูดซึมนะคะหมายความว่ามันไม่ได้เกาะอยู่ที่ผิวแต่ว่ามันถูกดูดซึมเข้าไปในเนื้อเยื่อดังนั้นทางออกที่ถ้าผู้บริโภคต้องการที่จะปลอดภัยมากกว่านี้ก็คือการก้าวไปมากกว่าล้างค่ะนั่นก็คือการไปสนับสนุนเกษตรกรที่ให้เขาปรับเปลี่ยนไปสู่การผลิตที่ปลอดภัย
So the options aren't looking very good. But of course, there is one way we can enjoy chemical-free fruits and vegetables, and that is, of course, to grow them our own at home.
But perhaps that's not the best choice for everyone. So another advice we've heard, perhaps exclusively for fruits, is to choose fruits that have very thick skin or casing. Think coconut or durian. It's naturally hard for insects to penetrate these fruits, therefore you can assume farmers will have little need to overspray pesticides on these kinds of fruits. That's it for today. Like and share this video if you want to see cleaner, safer, and healthier produce. News Ops out.